So we're going to run through your tendon issue right now, right? So what you've done is made yourself really muscle dominant and less tendon dominant. So the second our knee goes over the toe, the more patella tendon. So for example, this is all muscle, patella tendon there. So if we're looking at something like, I don't know what exercise you do in the gym, but most of the exercises in the gym, if you look at something like a Bulgarian split squat, knee never goes in front of the toe, right? Knee never goes in front of the toe. What we do is do split squat, knees in front of the toe, strengthen the tendons, full range of motion, right? So I don't want to confuse you lows and lows. I'm gonna send you a video on tendons. I'm gonna give you some basics to start with. We've got to think of tendons in the same way as metal, right? So tendons love heat, metal love heat. So if you were to heat up metal loads and loads and loads and loads, that metal's then gonna bend easier. Same thing with tendons, so we're gonna heat that up loads. If you have a sled in your gym, please say you do, because it will be godsend. If you don't, I would recommend finding a gym that has a sled. Best thing you can ever do for yourself, both on the knee health and the cardio side of stuff. That's going to get loads of blood flow into the knee. If you don't have a sled, two alternatives. One, treadmill switch completely off, literally switch completely off so it's completely dead. You then push the treadmill with the internal resistance. Let me show you this. So like I said, tendon, patella tendon especially, is strengthened or is directly targeted in this short position here. It's also targeted in the deep range of motion, but the patella tendon specifically, the most shear forces on it are going to be in this position here, where the knee is slightly over the toe, which is why you've probably experienced this walking down the stairs kills, right? Okay, cool. Sled, you take a step back, boom, knees exactly in that position, or you can go shorter, you can go further back, whatever you want, whatever doesn't hurt. But then it's short, it's concentric only, obviously, you know gym terms. Eccentric is the way down, that's where the muscle breaks down. The concentric is where you're pushing up. I've probably got, yeah, dirt on me. So it's concentric only. So we're literally just walking backwards, right? You're gonna feel a quad pump like you haven't felt before. Especially with tendon issues, our quads usually switch off, right? So walking backwards. If we've got a sled, 5, 10, 15 minutes. Lowest level is just walking backwards. I do it every single morning in 10 minutes. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna break down your tissues. It'll just give you a fat old quad pump. Sled then is the second option. And then if you don't have those, you then have dead mill. So turn off treadmill, or you have band knee extensions. The other ones try and do first. If you don't have anything like that, band knee extensions is the way to go. But if you have any pain, don't go for any pain. So if you have any pain, short steps, slower steps to start with, and then build up over time. Over the 5 to 10 minutes, you want to get to this position where you're like running like a gazelle, like we're absolutely rolling, right? That's going to provide loads of blood flow to the knee. That's the warm up for the day. In that, we then have tibs and calves. So tibialis is this muscle here. When I flex up, that is that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but every single step I take, I decelerate. Foot goes down, heel, and then lower. That's all tib, right? Have you ever trained your tibs in the gym? Let me ask that. Probably not, right? So we probably trained a bit of calves, right? But we trained tibs as well. So this is a beautiful warm up. So first we do the blood flow in the knee, quad pump with the sled or whatever. We then go to tib raise on the wall. Tib raise on the wall, put your butt up against the wall. The further you go out, the more stretch on the tib, the harder it's going to be. The closer you come in, the easier it's going to be. Go to wherever you feel comfortable. Keep those quads flexed as high as you can. Lift the toes up, put the toes back down. Lift the toes up, put the toes back down. But don't just drop, like lower them. Because think about this, right? You're creating all this mass up here. Like you're creating the leg strength, you're creating the glute strength, and these are massive muscles, right? But they have weaker tendons. So then when you're creating all this muscle mass, your then force is going into the ground. If there's no tib, if we have no tib strength, where does that force go? It goes into the shin and then into the patella tendon. The tib is right here. If there's no tib, boom, patella tendon, so it's more pain. Over time, tib bar, get to a measurable stand on 20% body weight for 20 reps. That's another one. Then from there, you go into the FHL calves. So you turn around on the wall, full stretch, like that. If you want to do those, you can. If you want to do just standing leg calf raise, you can as well. Coming off a box, boom. That's going to target more of the gastroc, two muscles in the calf. There's a gastroc and there's a soleus that's in the deeper one. Soleus gets targeted when we go knee over toe, and this is a beauty for the patella tendon as well, because it's an isometric at the same time. And isometrics are beauties for patella tendinopathy. So we've done the FHLs, and I want you to turn around, do another set of tib raises, 25 tib raises, then turn around, KOT calf. To start with, if there's any pain in the tendon, just go to wherever that stretch is, right? So it's probably going to be the tendon that limits you and not your calf strength. So as soon as you go here, you're going to feel it. Boom, isometric for the knee. And then we're lifting our calves, keeping our body in the thing. You're going to feel this in your knee. This is pure isometric for the knee as well as calf strengthening, soleus strengthening. Over time, like now, I can do half my body weight, single leg. But for now, I don't want you to go for any pain. And it's just going to get loads of blood flow. So that's the first thing. That's not going to affect your other workouts. It's only going to make them feel better. Sled, tibs, calves, tibs, calf. Right? Got that? If you need to watch the video again, watch the video again. Second thing I want you to introduce. So your guide's getting you to do box squats, eccentric, focused. Amazing, 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 amazing. I'm not going to take that away. What I do want you to start doing though is some deep range of motion strengthening, because like you said, you've never done that in your life. And this is also, I like to see how tight you are as well, if you are tight or not. So boom, ATG split squat, right? You're probably going to need elevation to start with, because that back hip flexor, because what I see with most people is doing the ATG split squat, they'll try and go knee over toe, but they'll come down like this like a lunge. That's not how we do it. So we want this back leg to be completely straightened, and that mobility regresses by using elevation. So I'm squeezing this back glute as hard as I can, getting the stretch down the front hip flexor, toes in the ground, and then I'm coming forward and then getting that full range of motion in the knee and pushing back up. Don't even need a slant. Don't know why I got a slant there. So you can let your heel come up at the bottom, but we want that full range of motion, and we want to go super slow. 5 seconds down, 5 seconds pause, 5 seconds up, 0 pause. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, back glute squeezed, squeezing that back quad, getting that stretch. Down here, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 sets, no, because you're doing the other stuff. So 2 to 3 sets of 5 on this. Over time, we want to work to the point where we can just keep that back knee off the floor, go down into it, full hamstring covering the calf, and now I can do my own body weight on the bar, so 60 kg on that. Right, so that's the second one. We'll start with those, see how they go. Keep doing your other stuff with your physio. If you need any further help, obviously keep me updated with how you're doing, how it feels like in the first session. Also send me your form if you can. Just put a water bottle down, put a phone up against it, film yourself from the side angle so I can see you from the side angle. Mainly in the sled, the KOT calf, and then the split squat. I don't want to put you into the step up is one of our key ones. Like I can do it just from any height now, but that's like pure patella tendon. I don't want you to start on that yet because it's probably going to be a bit too much, because that's literal like direct strength for patella tendon. But we can get you to do that over time. Like I said, the sled's the regression of that because it's concentric only. It's like the step up's the sled, but it's eccentric as well.